Hey Internet, I'm Mike Bryce and welcome back to more of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe 200cc playthrough. Today we're going to be going to the Crossing Cup and I'm going to be using, arguably, the best Koopaling, Queen Wendy. So the combination we're using today is the Prancer with the wood tires and the peach parasol. I thought this was very appropriate for a queen like Wendy. She deserves a royal ride. I mean, she technically is like queen of the Koopas? Queen of the Koopalings? I don't know. She's fabulous. I love Wendy. I love her rings. I love her bow. She's freaking great. So underrated. People just don't know how much of an icon she really is, so I'm about to show you. So like I said, we're going to the Crossing Cup today where we have GCN Baby Park, GBA Cheese Land, Wild Woods, and Animal Crossing. So let's just get right on into it. So the first track we got here is Baby Park from Mario Kart Double Dash. This is arguably one of my favorite Mario Kart tracks of all time. I love this track. I remember when Double Dash came out and I played that game religiously with my brothers. We would always play Baby Park. That was our go-to course. I mean, the craziness of Double Dash's item system with this track was freaking insane. And they I must say, they kept the craziness. Oh my, I can't even speak today, by the way. They kept the craziness of the Double Dash version in this game by making this whole track anti-gravity. So they may not have the crazy items that Double Dash had, but the anti-gravity definitely makes this track freaking crazy. And I love how they reverted back to 7 laps for this track. When this game was remade in Mario Kart DS, it was only 5 laps for whatever reason. I don't know why they did that. The DS version of this track was really bad. I actually find a lot of the retro tracks in DS were kind of bad. But I mean, hardware limitations, it makes sense. You know, can't really blame them. But anyways, we are already on lap 7. This track is so freaking short. And it really wasn't too crazy, so can't complain. First place, thank you very much. This track is also very beautiful. Bowser! Looks like Bowser is going to be our main competition. Wendy's rivals are supposed to be Peach and Daisy. She's kind of unique for the Koopalings, where the other Koopalings are just each other's rivals, but Wendy, being the icon she is, gets different rivals being Peach and Daisy. Anyways, let's move on to the next track. Alright, next we have Cheeseland from Mario Kart Super Circuit. I swear, if they didn't specify that this was from Super Circuit, I wouldn't have recognized it. I mean, sure, obviously Cheeseland was a track in that game, but I mean, this track just looks and feels so much different than Super Circuit's version, and I'm okay with that. Some people aren't a huge fan of this track because they think it's too different. But I don't know, it almost makes this feel like it's a brand new track in general. So I really like the changes that they made. Super Circuit's tracks, of course, were very flat. I mean, being a Game Boy Advance game, can't really blame them. So this course is definitely not flat. And you can definitely tell that it's cheese that you're racing on in this version. In the GBA version, it definitely didn't feel like cheese. It just seemed like another desert track. But once again, hardware limitations. That game did come out in 2001. Which is crazy to think about how long ago 2001 was. Also, I almost dodged that red shell. That would have been epic. Also, I'm in second. Why did I get blue shelled exactly? That's rude. I swear, the game is just out for Wendy. So rude of this game. But I guess it's kind of appropriate that Bowser's being a bit of our rival right now, because we are going to show him that we are the best Koopaling, and that Wendy deserves that Queen of the Koopalings title. And randomly Inkling Boy's here. Okay, sure. Maybe his name is Paul. I don't know. We'll call him Paul. But yeah, something really exciting. This is the first episode that I'm recording with my new setup. That's right, I ended up getting the Elgato HD60S. I don't know if HD is in the title, I think it is. But I ended up getting it. So, so far things are running smoothly! No! Come on, no. Please let me come second. Okay, good. And Dry Bowser actually coming first. Okay, kind of came out of nowhere, but I am okay with that. And look at Peach. She's way down in 6th. Also, 4 people are tied for 6th right now. That's crazy. But yeah, this is my first recording with the new setup, so hopefully everything goes smoothly, and hopefully things maybe look a little better. I don't know. Anyways, let's move on to Wild Woods. Alright, here we have Wild Woods. Our first original track, I guess, from this cup. It's really fun. It takes place in and around a giant tree, so I approve. It's unique, so I like it. And I like how we start in anti-gravity. We're starting like on are we on a 90-degree angle? I don't know. Math wasn't my strong suit. I like to forget the days of high school math. It was freaking awful. Like, I just couldn't understand half the stuff in math class. Math was like the one subject that I just couldn't comprehend. Science, kind of, but at least, you know, I did better in that than I did math. I never failed math, but I came close once, not gonna lie. So then when grade 12 came along and I didn't have to take math, I didn't do it. I'm like, I'm not gonna put myself through this torture. I already knew I was going to college and I was going through to be a video editor slash, I didn't go for video editing, that was just a part of the course. I went for TV broadcasting. So I knew I didn't technically need math for that. So I'm just like, nah, I'm done with math. And also my guidance counselor actually recommended I don't take math. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to do it. Anyways, this is probably my favorite part of the track right here, this little Shy Guy village. Freaking love it. I wish we could just get out of our cart and explore it on foot. It looks like such a cool area. Also, really? You gonna do me like this game with a blue shell right at the end? Come on. But I think we have enough of a lead here. Daisy, you know, is a bit of a distance away. So we got this, we got this. And Peach really not being a threat to us at all. She's sitting down in 9th place. It looks like Daisy or Bowser gonna be our rivals here. But I mean, look how far ahead we are. I think we got this in the bag. I mean, knock on wood, but I think I should be coming first here. But this is Mario Kart, so anything can happen. Anyways, let's move on to our last track, Animal Crossing. Alright, here we have Animal Crossing from, well, Animal Crossing. I think this is supposed to be modeled after New Leaf's version because New Horizons wasn't out yet when this DLC came out, because this is from the Wii U. So I think this DLC came out in 2015 on the Wii U, which, don't freaking remind me that was like, what, 7 years ago? That's freaking crazy. But something cool about Animal Crossing that gives this track a lot of replayability is that there's actually 4 different variations of this track. Now the layout will be the same every single time, but the weather actually changes. So there is a spring, summer, fall, and winter version, and it just so happens that the game gave us the winter version. It is completely random which version you'll get. There's no way to manipulate it, which I kind of wish there was a way to manipulate it. Maybe not necessarily in Grand Prix mode, but even in Versus mode and Time Trial mode, I don't think there's a way to manipulate what season you get. It's just always going to be random, so kind of sucks, but well. The winter version is probably the version I see the least of, so I'm kind of glad we got it for this project. I feel like spring and summer are the 2 versions that you see the most. So I am all about winter because, as y'all know, I love these ice tracks. Also, this is the other track where you aren't collecting coins. You're actually collecting bells, the currency of Animal Crossing. I know they look like coins, but they're actually bells. So really, really cool. Also, not really cool that I'm in 6th place here. Like, come on. Also, haha, somebody's gonna get blue shell. Nana boo boo. Okay. I think I can do this. I think I can zoom into first. No! Oh my gosh! That's freaking crazy. Let's go! First place! That was freaking epic. That was freaking epic. Oh, I wish there was like a replay or something. Oh, there is a replay, I guess, in the Mario Kart TV, but that's too much work to get to that, so. But I wish there were also like times here. Like, I want to see what the time was on that. Like, I don't know how I came first. Freaking insane. Woo! That's how you do it. Good job, Wendy. I am still on a high from that last race. That was insane. Freaking loved it. Also, apparently Wild Woods was the most interesting track. I don't know, I think it should have showed us Animal Crossing there. I think that was our best track, but not quite perfect. But I mean, it doesn't really matter. We did come first overall. I'm sad that we couldn't come first on Cheeseland, but it is what it is. I think I still raced pretty good on this cup. Alright, so it looks like we are getting a 2-star ranking for this. That's okay, I will take it. Bowser Jr. is our daily loser. Very, very appropriate that... Technically, is Bowser Jr. like the leader of the Koopalings? I feel like Nintendo's kind of pushing for that lately. So kind of funny how the... we used the Koopaling and came first, and then the leader of the Koopalings came last. This is just more proof that Wendy should be the leader of the Koopalings. Queen Wendy. Get that queen title. Freaking love it. But that is going to do it for this episode of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe 200cc. Next time, we will be going to the final DLC track currently. The, what is it called? The Bell Cup. There's the Crossing Cup and the Bell Cup, and I always get those two confused. It is the Bell Cup, and we are going to be using somebody from this bottom row. Who are we going to use? Well, you'll have to find out next time. Anyways, this has been Mike Bryce. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all for the Bell Cup. Bye, everyone.